Assalamualaikum and good morning to everyone. My name is Muhammad Azhar bin Muhammad Farid with the ID number of 92110307 5475001. In this module, Manufacturing Strategy, I will explain the manufacturing strategy in the global context. And the company I will explain is surely Plexus Manufacturing Sdn Bhd. Throughout my working experience since 2014 until now, a lot of information and the up and down situation have been shared with us. Plexus Manufacturing has been partnering with companies around the world to transform their concepts into branded products and deliver them to the market. With the global force of over 19,000 team members who draw inspiration from solving the most complex product challenges. At Plexus, they are dedicated to provide the seamless product realizations experience with customer service, which had never been seen in the electronics manufacturing industries. Evolutions in additive manufacturing, automation and industrial robotics are changing every step in the manufacturing process. Manufacturers are adopting robotics and technologies to collaborate with human engineers and operators, freeing them up for higher level tasks and thereby increasing overall efficiency. At Plexus, they make use of various advanced manufacturing and industrial automation technologies, allowing them to provide cost-efficient, high-quality products with extremely quick turnarounds. Take a look at some of their automated process to see just how much time manufacturing technology has saved them and their customer. The first one is 3D printing. The time saved for prototyping jobs over 200 hours. The use of 3D printing has dramatically reduced the amount of time needed to develop and produce prototypes, as well as the overall cost associated with the process. Before Plexus started to utilize the 3D printing, it could take up to 2 weeks to design and develop a prototype. Additive manufacturing had reduced that time to just 3 or 4 hours. And since less time is required to build the prototype, Plexus can now devote more time to thoroughly testing and evaluating the part, which in turn allows them to more easily adjust and optimize the design as needed. The second one is the automated packaging, which time saved for packaging is 15 hours. The team at Plexus also make use of a sophisticated automated packaging machine that loads parts, weights, and package them according to the weight. With this manufacturing technology, Plexus has been able to significantly reduce the overall time and cost needed for all packaging process. What used to take 20 hours with manual packaging now take just 5 hours. This allows them to get products to customer even faster at lower rates than allowed by manual packaging. The third one is the vision inspection and assembly, which time saved for inspection is 10 minutes per part for million part jobs. To ensure their products are of the highest possible quality, they employ an integrated vision inspection and assembly system, which are unique, customized assembly machine featuring built-in technology that inspect parts runs in the millions. This allows for high precision and nearly eliminates the risk of any defects or problems. With this technology, it significantly reduced the amount of time needed to check dozens of specific criteria. Now, this complex analysis can be done in just milliseconds. And since this system combines assembly and inspection process, they can more effectively manufacture large runs of parts with greater accuracy. Before they started using this technology, the turnaround time for inspection and assembly was about 10 minutes per part, but now it's just half a second. jobs that would have been nearly impossible to complete are now easily doable. Plexus' high degree of engineering skill make it a leader in supplying contract engineering and manufacturing, as well as design and testing services to the electronics industry. As the company sought to expand its capabilities, it hoped to establish an overseas presence at the end of 1999. All of its facilities were located in the United States. Through acquisitions and internal expansions, the company planned to increase its engineering staff and open facilities in Mexico and also Europe. In May 2000, it completed the acquisitions of the electronic contract manufacturing operations in Juarez, Mexico for approximately $54 million. Plexus would operate two facilities there, a newly constructed 210,000 square foot electronic manufacturing plant and a 40,000 square foot service center. It was the company's first expansions outside the United States. At Plexus, they all understand the challenges and risks involved with getting the customer's product to market on time and at cost. They are experienced in identifying these risks and an early stage and have the necessary tools, process, and people in place to mitigate any potential threats and impacts to the business. They embrace the challenge and take on this responsibility willingly. Plexus teams are skilled and passionate about supporting the full supply chain infrastructure, from the initial idea throughout the whole life cycle of the product. They have the tools and processes in place to help mitigate any potential risks and strengthen the supply chains. Let's see all the tools. The first one is the alarm. Plexus proprietary software, which is alarm, is used for identifying and mitigating supply chain risks. It provides end-to-end visibility into current risks and can predict future supply-based disruption. Further, it includes internal and external threat analysis to provide a comprehensive picture. The second one is the counterfeit protections. Plexus use zero-tolerance policies to shield against the risks associated with counterfeit products entering their supply chains. This policy include broker elimination, detection, prevention, and removal, as well as mitigation policies. The third one is the market alerts. Their real-time proprietary software, which is market alerts, is used to communicate internally whenever a significant risk event occurs. This allows them to identify those risks which may pose detrimental to Plexus, their suppliers, or their customers, and find them the solution to avoid the risk. The fourth one is the trade compliance automations. Plexus teams have access to a suite of tools and services for global trade, supply chain visibility, and import and export compliance. This cloud-based software include Amber Road, Microlin, and Integration Point. The fifth one is the government affair, which is Plexus proactively track government trends that may impact their supply chains. Plexus teams continually track the bills in federal and state legislature on topics such as labor, trade, compliance, privacy, tax, and also consumer protections. Next is the managing compliance. Plexus is committed to protecting customers' brand and reputation by deploying a comprehensive suite of management systems. that covering the compliance. They understand the complex regulatory requirements and help develop customized solution for the customer's needs. Next one is the assess and obsolete management. When it comes to assess and obsolete visibility, dedicated material focus teams are equipped with the supply chain risk management tools needed to help optimize the customer's planning, demand forecasting and replenishment process, thus ensuring minimal disruption to their inventory anywhere around the world. Next is the transition management. Plexus will manage the complexity and uncertainty involved in any transition, whether ramping up production or moving manufacturing operations. They will help set expectations and enable strategic objectives with risk-free transactions. The last one is the digital supply chain. Digitalization makes the supply chain more agile, resilient, and customer-focused. At Plexus, they employ business intelligence and advanced analytics to improve performance and manage the extended supply chain. They will provide customer with data-driven, predictive, and prescriptive solutions that are highly accessible and visible. As a conclusion, in this new era, manufacturing strategy can be defined as a set of coordinated objectives applied to manufacturing functions and aim at securing sustainable advantage over competitors. Issues generally addressed include manufacturing capacity, production facilities, technology advance, vertical integration, quality, productions, planning and materials controls, organization and also personnel. Of course, the strategic approach must be combined with a pragmatic approach to continuous improvement at any operational level to ensure competitiveness in global markets. A key part of a manufacturing strategy is the definitions of where the products will continue to be produced at the traditional manufacturing sites, or if the cost advantage make it beneficial to set up a manufacturing in geographic areas with a lower cost base. The initial rush to offshore manufacturing has given way to a more cautious approach. Many companies are taking into account the practical and logistical difficulties and the full financial implication of setting up and operating facilities in remote countries. Greater care is being taken to ensure that product quality issues are properly addressed in the outsourcing of or offshoring exercise, along with recognitions of the requirement for active management and control. While many companies derive a majority of their revenue in their home region, those that generate more than half elsewhere are in a much better positions to withstand regional and cyclical downturns. Japanese companies like Yokogawa, for example, which derive a major portion of revenues in its own domestic markets, has not performed well in the past. They are now striving for geographic expansion with an aggressive promise to be the worldwide process control leaders within just a few years. Siemens has recently managed to generate more than half its revenue outside Germany and is better positioned to ride out cyclical demand and economic booms and bursts while serving an increasing global customer base. In addition to protecting against economic cycles, global expansion can be a source of growth in a flat market. Getting the first strike advantage in an emerging market can increase sales dramatically. But to sustain result, a company has to be well prepared for business outside its home region. A long-term success requires a solid infrastructure and attention to local personnel, political, and cultural issues. One way to effectively address these issues and better ensure a quick return on investment is to partner with a company already operating in the geography. With a partner, the time it takes to handle issues such as infrastructure, employee requirement and housing, and creating sales channels can be shortened dramatically. That's all. Thank you.